sun's coming up. It's like the sun's coming up. It is 7:03. You see that nice little, that nice little gradient. I fuck with it. Blue period. But yeah, I was trying to type this, but this is just gonna be a ramble.
That's cool.
Oh, you watched it?
Yeah. And then with Travis in the back saying they can't stop us, it kind of like go with the whole video. That's cool. But who is?
Huh?
It's so moving so fast. I don't even know. Okay, so
Oh God, it really is fast.
you know what? Like, who is all these people?
I gotta show y'all the setup real quick. This is what y'all are sitting on. It's my little deck keyboard. It's my book. But oh yo, okay. My cousin, oh my God, my brother's girlfriend gave me this candle and this candle. This one smells so good. It's cinnamon beignet. Shout out Dante. He makes some mean ass beignets. He's not gonna fucking watch this video though. And then what was I gonna say? Ramble. Yeah, my cousin just walked in. She just watched the Instagram video that I just stayed up all night making, no sleep. So I have no complaints working in the pharmacy, but yesterday I put in my 2 weeks because I'm keeping myself fat. So the goal is a lean cut, but I keep being complacent and lazy. And so when I go to work, like after like eating, like, and I eat like once a day, like in the morning from like 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. And after like eating like shit and then not exercising and then I go to work, like I like hate on myself like the whole day because I know what I want to do and I'm not doing it. And then I realized like after working at Walmart too, like I have to be in shape like when I have a job, like otherwise like I'm too self-conscious. I do my job like perfectly, I just don't like talk. Like I talk, but like if I was in shape, like I talk like a lot more for sure. Like, and like my mom was telling me and like other people like just like talk like you like just like like you already fucking like you don't need to like be in shape to like have confidence and stuff like that. Like just be confident, shit like that. I guess I don't want to say I envy people, but I'm glad that like people can do that. But the only reason that like I can't do that until I get in shape. I just know that for sure. I just can't. I can't. But yeah. So I have to be in shape, otherwise, or I'm gonna quit. But yeah, I didn't. Yeah. So I didn't know when I was gonna like finally like put in the work to like change instead of like just talking about it. So that's why I also put in my 2 weeks, because I didn't know when I was gonna change. But other than that, I felt like I had to talk about that because that literally like just happened. It was like me working the pharmacy. But basically after going to the dentist and like answering all the phone calls in the pharmacy, I feel like as a technician, like I'm basically a receptionist that also like carries out like transactions. Like if you use like a cashier, I mean I don't know if receptionists use cashier. I know they process stuff, so like they do like take money and stuff like that, so kind of. But yeah, like working a register, that's like like working a register, like you could really do that like all day. You don't even have to like know like drugs, to be honest. Like you could really just like keep asking people like what is this. What I've been doing is like looking up drugs like on my phone, like if I don't remember it, instead of like asking people, I just like look it up. Like that's what I did when I was like studying to remember all the drugs for the test at first. One thing that I also think is crazy, if you're trying to be a pharmacy technician, um, if you're trying to be a pharmacy technician, one thing I thought was crazy is that you didn't have to take the test. Um, you didn't have to take the test to work in the pharmacy. You do have to take the test, but you can work in the pharmacy, and you're like labeled as like a like technician in training or something like that. So you do have to take it, and depending on where you are, I think Kroger like they'd like pay for your test. Some places would pay for it, but I had to pay for all my shit out of pocket because it was just whatever. So I did that shit, and yeah. So I mean, if you're trying to work in a pharmacy, you could really just like call the people, call like the pharmacist. You could really just talk to them, say, hey, like I haven't taken the test yet, I'm studying for it. Yeah, just really show that you want to work there, and you can most likely get it. They'll most likely hire you. It's really not that hard of a job. The only hard part is, I guess, is like remembering the drugs and stuff like that. But you could Google, and yeah. So basically, on the job, there's like 1 to 2 pharmacists. And to be honest, like the pharmacists really do have like a lot to do, and that's why I realized that's when I start to realize like damn, like the technicians are really supposed to like really take like a fuck ton of like weight off of like the pharmacist job, because they have to do like literally like a fuck ton of shit, because like they're like licensed to basically do like almost everything, like verify drugs and stuff like that. And like technicians, the only thing that they could do is like fill the drugs, but you still have to get it verified by like someone who's like by a pharmacist. Well, pharmacists and what technicians, but then there's like something like only pharmacists can do, but pharmacists can do everything that technicians can do. But there are some things that only pharmacists can do, and there's like a lot of like important things that pharmacists can do that only pharmacists do. So yeah, just like I try to like make it so where like the customer doesn't have to talk to the pharmacist, because the pharmacist is doing something else. Like it's on the job, they're doing something else. And it's not always busy, not always like really busy, but someone wants prescriptions, or we have to like type more prescriptions, or so there's something. So yeah, just trying to like alleviate that workload from the pharmacist. I feel like it's basically the job of the technician, and this is basically what I do all day. No, I'm not gonna do that, but I mean, I could talk like all day about just like all the things that like I pharmacists can do, and like I do like in the pharmacy and stuff like that. But I don't think nobody really wants to hear that, and I don't think it pertains to a lot of people. So I guess one of the biggest things I feel like I'm like big moral type shit is like not getting frustrated at all, not complaining at all, because I feel like it's a waste of time complaining, being frustrated. It's like too much anger. Anger just leads to just nah. So, and people are really, and it'd be like grown ass men and women, people, and I'm like, not. I think like the older I get, the more patient I be. But these people be crying. They don't be crying. They don't be crying, but they be fucking like crying over fucking like, bro, like I'm sorry, but like if you just took care of yourself, like bro, like this is like man-made shit, and like they be like I need my medication, like bro, bro, like I really want to talk, to you, like, but you lucky, like and I hate that. I kind of like, I'll talk about it in the priority video, but yeah, it just, I could go on like a whole tangent, like not a tangent, but basically just complaining about people just crying over prescriptions. But when people do that shit, like, I just really ignore them, and for the most part, I just always keep thinking like, cause they talk about like, oh, why is my prescription ready? That's like a waste of fucking. That's the like, I low key hate that, cause that's just like not. You just like waste, like nothing's happening. You're just talking. You're just complaining, straight complaining, and complaining does nothing but just waste more time to like get. And basically, they can complain. They can't spit in my face. They could just shout blah 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 blah. But I have to basically get them their prescription. I'm just trying to get them like whatever the fuck they want as fast as possible. Like get out of my face. Next person. That's what I'm trying to do. But I'm also not trying to be like super polite to people, super nice to people. Cause number one, like doing that, and then what if there's like a like, I don't know, just being like super polite, like for what? And I feel like what I'm like giving, like, is it like, like, being like a technician selling these drugs, like, doesn't feel like, I don't know. I feel like making YouTube videos or making like Instagram edits or like exercising is like I prioritize those like a lot more than like working like a 9 to 5, giving these people good healthy drugs, things that would make them better. But yeah, just try not to. I feel like I'm kind of getting the hang though, like internally. Like I feel like I'm not really like when people do like things that I'd usually get like internally, like what the fuck, like it's just even a waste of time thinking about that, like thinking like what the fuck, like while they like bro, like worry about me, like type shit. So yeah, I actually think that that's one thing that I feel like I'm slowly, like I could say that like internally, like I'm becoming like less frustrated like with other people, becoming less frustrated with other people, but I'm still extremely frustrated with myself. And I think that frustration with myself, because like I just keep being lazy and type shit, a frustration with myself like turns into frustration towards like other people, because like I don't want to be around other people. Like I just feel like people are gonna like see me as shit because I see myself as shit type shit. I just want to fix myself before I go outside type shit. Pretty, I wonder if these are C's or D's. I think maybe some C's, D's. I don't know. Oh, but then yeah. So the staff that I work with, there's this lady, and she's a pharmacist. And oh my god, I do it for her. I do everything for her. This sounds like really sick, like, but like, bro, like, okay, so like when I first walk in the door, like, bro, like, she has like this Ohio accent, and like she's from Ohio. She's like this short lady. She's so like, I just love her so much because she's like so nice. But bro, I saw her get mad, and she was like screaming, and I was like for real scared, because I ain't never see her scream like that. Like she was like pissed. And after that, I kind of was like, damn, like you really like, I don't even know if I kind of need a breakthrough. But then like after she was like, we were like putting up bags, and it was like the end of the day, and she was like, yeah, like every single time she screams at other people, like she says like, I'm sorry, like she says like to like the technicians, like the people working in the pharmacy, like I'm sorry guys, like I didn't want to like give off any vibes, or like I didn't want to be like rude to you or anything like that. Like she's always like apologizing and stuff like that. And then, but then, like, we were putting up bags after she, like, probably, like, she was, like, raging. She was like, I'm not filling your prescriptions. I was like, damn it, you for real, you, oh my God. And then, yeah, but then we were putting up bags, and then she was like, fighting demons. And I just thought that was so funny because I like Juice WRLD, like, fighting demons. Album just came out, and I was like, she called it Juice, and she was like, everybody, but she wasn't, cause she don't even know what ASMR is, but she was like, but she was just like fighting demons, and I'm just fighting. I'm like, damn, it's Becky, damn, but yeah, she's just super nice, and she's like really chill, and she don't really be like she don't be on me about anything. She's just really nice. Like I like probably the nicest person. Like she don't be complaining about nothing. She don't be talking shit. Like bruh, like she's just bruh, like and like sometimes when I be like eating like shit and I don't wanna come in, I'll be like, bruh, like I'm gonna call in or whatever, but I can't because I feel bad like just letting them down. Like that's one less person, and like one less person, like bro, that's a lot more work and shit, especially if you, because you never know who come in through. And yeah, but yeah, I do it for her. But everybody else is like, all the other technicians are really cool. There's another pharmacist, he's like the head pharmacist, he hired me, he's all right. I'm just learning from everybody. I'm learning every single day, which is pretty cool. And then I made like I knew, cause I think he was wearing like, he was wearing some shirt. And he was like, I don't know if it was anime, or it could have been video games. But there's like this dude, he's been working in the pharmacy for a little bit. But yeah, I knew he was finna click. Like, one thing that caught me off guard though, cause he was wearing a shirt, and it was like a furry shirt, and I was like I was like, you're a furry? And then he was like, yeah, like for real. And then he was like, you're like the only person here who like knows about like fucking like mainstream, or like not mainstream, but just like I guess like internet shit or whatever. And then at first I was really shocked because I was like, bro, like, cause like him like confirming furry, like I had to think like what a furry was, bro. And I was like, bro, but I love him so much. Like I'm not even capping. Like he really a homie. He really a homie. He always be helping me like with pharmacy stuff, and like we could just talk about like other shit. Like we really like I be geek. Like I'm a geek. Movies, TV, anime, games. Like you already know. We be talking about that shit. But yeah, everybody's really cool. I don't know. I could talk about this shit all day. I need to hurry up and edit it. Cause I gotta upload the priority video and other shit. But if you have questions about, I don't know, pharmacy, working in a pharmacy, like what you should do. Oh, number one, go to Reddit. Look up. Reddit is like, go, and I mean, I've only been working here for like 5 months since August, but like I feel like it's shit pretty easy. I'm not like trying to like, but shit is, it's not, but like I'm telling you, like for the most part, you're really just a cashier. You're really just cashier and taking inventory, which ain't hard. Counting. Counting is kind of hard sometimes, but yeah, it's counting. Yeah. On to the next video.